Let's see. Second week, mint leaf. I'm gonna keep checking my phone. This is so frustrating. Stood up by a guy I've never even met yet. Hey, great! Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, all because of a desk. All because I want this nice new desk. It's gonna look really pretty. We're probably gonna build in shelves into the wall. Oh. Well, Matt, it's never too late. You don't have to wait until there's only 5 years left to live. You can always make a change. And even if it's just a small change that you think nobody will notice or nobody will appreciate, somebody will. And even if it's just you that likes the change, then you've made a difference in one person's life already. So it's never too late for a change. In fact, one of the most inspiring stories from that I read sometime last year is that this 99-year-old man went back and got his high school degree. He dropped out when he was a young man and he worked all his life, and he said that was his one regret, is that he didn't finish his high school. So he went back and he did it. He finished his high school degree. That must have been a wicked grad. Imagine that. You're in high school and it's your first day in grade 12. And this old man walks in and says, "Hello, kids. I'm gonna be your classmate." That'd be awesome. Yeah. It's... You can always do something. Don't do nothing, because that's a slippery slope into I think that's the first part of the spiral. Hey Zen, thanks for checking it out. Yeah, check out the VOD or wait for it to come up on YouTube. We'll be combining the monster today. Sorry I had to go, but thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Great, now there we go. Alright. Having an old man as a classmate, that'd be awesome. I mean, I went to college. Catch the rest on YouTube. Looking forward to it, Zen. I went to college, and that's a weird place for ages, because the majority, a lot of kids right out of high school, so the age group is usually about 18, maybe 21 at the far end of the young spectrum. But then you have people going back and learning new trades or new skills, and those people, they could be any age. When I went to college, I was classmates with like 2 people that were 30 years old. They had just turned 30. It was kind of weird that they were both exactly 30 when they both went to the same course. They didn't know each other at all, but they hit it off pretty cool. Pretty cool buds. But there was one guy, he was an enigma. He was not an open book. You couldn't read him at all. And he seemed older, but he also kind of had a younger face. I don't know. Imagine the old man sharing his experiences with the young classmates. That'd be pretty cool. I'm imagining that it'd be very interesting, because as an old man, he's lived an entire life. Here are these kids doing these wild things, and then here's this old guy like, yeah, back in 1973, I did that exact same thing. Or even better yet, I wonder if he still walked to school. Walked to school both ways, uphill. That's the classic old man joke. When I was your age, I walked to school, and it was uphill both ways. Sometimes it would be -40. But we made it to school. We would go there. So I wonder if, as a 99-year-old man, he would still walk to school. Just last week, I walked to school. It took me 2 hours. I'm having too much fun imagining being an old man in high school. Being a classmate in high school. That's a sitcom right there. Oh no! Or a movie. Grandpa Graduate. Graduate Grandpa. I'd watch it. I mean, I'd give it a chance. I don't know if I'd enjoy it. I only have one series that I'm watching that's like a TV series, and that's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I'm so glad that Brooklyn Nine-Nine got renewed. Because their network dropped them. And then they were kind of in no man's land for production. And then they got picked up again by another broadcasting company. I don't know which one, but it doesn't really matter. It's still going! Still get more Andy Samberg shenanigans! And thank goodness it's on Netflix too, because I don't have cable. I cut the cord a long time ago. I don't want to watch, I don't want to pay, like, even at the low rates that they're offering now, I don't want to pay extra money for something I'm not going to really use. You've never heard of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Oh no! Gotta watch it, man. It's hilarious. It is. Do you know the... Do you know a man by the name of Andy Samberg? Andy Samberg is an actor, comedian, musician even. He's like one of the main dudes in Lonely Island. Like a boss. Yeah, he was the guy who was saying like a boss. So he made this TV show. He started a TV show, I want to say about 8 years ago? I don't know exactly when he started. It was coming out and I wasn't really interested. Again, cutting the cord. I didn't have TV. I didn't want to watch TV. But then Brooklyn Nine-Nine came out on Netflix. And I've been watching that there, and it is incredible. I love it. It's a story about a police station in District 99 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it follows the detectives of the precinct, and it's so much funnier than it should be. Because you think like, oh, okay, so it's going to be like a serious crime-solving show. And they do have some really cool crime-solving stuff. But at the same time, it's like, oh, here's a childish joke. Like, one of the recurring jokes of the entire series is like somebody will say something. And then the main character will say, repeat it and say, title of your sex tape. Like, oh, I don't think I could go that far. I don't think I could go that far, title of your sex tape. It's a lot funnier than I'm giving it credit for. I can't. I'm not doing it its due justice right now. It was a hoot. It was nice. So yeah, highly recommend Brooklyn Nine-Nine for you, Matt. If you have it, I mean, I don't know what Brazilian Netflix is like, but I'm sure maybe you can get it. I don't know. I mean, if Canadian and American Netflix are completely different, I can't imagine how Brazilian Netflix would be. Wait, Brazilian? Matt? Have you heard of a TV show called The 3%? American Hulu had it? Oh, maybe. Somebody was telling me... Oh, hey, Corona. Welcome back. I'd say we're just about there. Just about there at the combination time. So 3%, The 3%. It's a TV show that my girlfriend really got into. And it's a serious, it's a very like drama one. But I think that was in Brazil, I think, that they filmed that. Because it's very terribly dubbed in English. So Okay, so yeah, maybe it is a Brazilian show. And I only ask because it's farmed in Brazil, I think. It's made by Brazilian. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm like almost completely certain that it is. My girlfriend is the TV nut. She loves, not just watching TV, but like, filmmaking in general. So, heard the acting's terrible. It might be. The Rain. The Rain is Swedish, I think. It's that's another drama one that I've heard is. I heard it's a great concept. It's just not executed the best. In The Rain, there's like the rain is toxic and it makes people sick and people build these bunkers and something like that. And yeah, I heard the acting is subpar, but the concept is, it looks like watching Godzilla. Which Godzilla? Is that the latest Godzilla that's on Netflix? Zamgoonies. Yeah, I don't know what about Godzilla. I liked the most recent movie. Is that with Channing Tatum? I can't remember the name of the action guy that's in there. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. I don't remember the name. But like that most recent movie wasn't too bad. But I think there's a series. Is it a series on Netflix? It's like an animated series. Godzilla. Where okay, I think I remember the concept of that Godzilla show, the animated one. Just old dubbing. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you mean. The old movies, the old Godzillas, where it's like just straight from Japan and they dubbed over it. Yeah, I mean sometimes movies have a fun time with that, and it looks great. Like for example, oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. For example, Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Oh man, that was such a silly movie. But I mean, like they had fun with. Did I do this right? No, I didn't. Would you look at that? He did great. Great. Oh, okay, I screwed up somewhere here. What did I do? Oh yeah, I gave him a nutso on that week. I wasn't supposed to. I guess I'll just... You know what? His skill is so high that I'm almost afraid to send him to another shoot drill. Well, I guess it can't max out, so there's that. But now I gotta... I guess I'm just gonna do light drills until his intelligence. The acting is terrible, but I heard the plot is great. Meh. Yeah, there's a lot of movies like that. A lot of shows. Although, I gotta recommend Altered Carbon. If you've heard of that before, that's a really good TV show. It's a lead movie. Bryan Cranston. Yeah, I don't remember who was all in that. Did I give him mint leaf? I gave him mint leaf. So yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make him do light drills now. Because if I make him do the meditate drill, he's going to get both intelligence and skill. So what I need to do is I need to very carefully make sure that his intelligence is higher than his skill. So what I'm going to do, hear me out. Let's buy a couple of that. Yeah, Altered Carbon, really good sci-fi show. Highly recommend it. The plot is kind of slow. It takes quite a while to start figuring out exactly what's going on. But it's worth it. It's a good show. 20. Yeah, okay, this should be fine. So with Phineas, I'm just going to do a couple more light drills. Oh, and it's about time for the common question of the YouTube episode. If you live to be 100, would it be more important to have a sharp mind or a fit body? If you were 100 years old, would you rather have a fit mind or a fit body? I want to say a fit body, but I've seen dementia at its worst. I think I'd rather have a sharp mind than a sharp body at the old age there. It would just be better, in my opinion. Mind is all that matters. You know, Krona, I think you're right. If by the time some of us are 100 years old, we might have cyborg or cybernetics enhancements to be able to just stay living forever. Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. Like, I don't want to be a crippled old man. Nobody wants to be crippled. Nobody wants to be old and unable to move. It would, you know, one thing that I saw with my grandparents as they were kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? As their bodies were deteriorating and they struggled to do things, it was difficult for them to, because it's not exactly pride, it's more like, it was difficult for them to ask for help, to be like, hey, I need help going down the stairs, or I want to go drive, or I want to go to the grocery store, I want to go out and I want to do things. So, not having a fit body would suck a lot. But I mean, if you have the support and you can get away with not needing a strong body, then I would rather have a sharp mind. But it's tough. That's a tough one, actually. Just thinking about it there. Man, a lot of deep topics on these comic questions. What happened to the throw a party with no money is no object? I'm gonna have to screen these questions now. What's the next one coming up? Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Wait another 20 minutes for the next comment here. Comment question. Yeah, sharp mind. I don't know. Between the two, I'd choose sharp mind, but that's a tough one. I don't know. It's difficult to say for sure. Okay, look at that. So if I send him to shoot drill, this is gonna be close. Wow, look at that. Raise it? Yes. Okay, so now I can't do anything that would raise his skill. I can't send him to a battle. Really? You have to turn... How old are you? Also, did you just freeze? Red light. Green light. Red light. Okay. Are we ready? We're gonna sing. Let's sing. He's still frozen. I can't sing to a monster that's obviously frozen. Oh, wow. Is he even gonna react after this? I don't know why I'm doing this. This is just kind of how he looks to me, like... Okay, he's unfrozen. Crisis averted! Crisis averted. Yeah. Yeah, he reverted back into his early plant stages. Already 6 years old. Wow, he's 6 years old. Dang. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt, for singing along to that. I couldn't bring myself to sing along to a monster that just didn't react to anything. He stopped moving. He stopped breathing.